All right, so I want to walk you through the Chicago author date citation real quick, and hopefully this can help you all who may be struggling with this. Just a reminder, and I'll repeat this over and over in class. You know, bibliographic information is very important, and it's something that some of you may be trained to do before, even in high school. Some of you may have not. And in my classes, I try to reinforce that a lot of times by giving you a bad grade at first, but always allowing you to correct it, right? So we can always resubmit, especially if your grade is being affected directly by citation styles. You can definitely resubmit with no problem, right? So I want to walk you through real quick here and show you the basics of it. For journal articles specifically, because that's for this class, that's what we're doing the most. Um, and I'll also give you the link of the Chicago author date kind of a manual for you to kind of see on your own as well. All right. So let's go look at the journal articles. So first, I know that a lot of you, and I do this too, by the way. Like you get the information from the internet. Either through the citation software that comes whenever you find the article, either from I use Zotero. Zotero does that for me for most times, right? But here's the key thing. One of the problems with this, it's easier this way, but what's happening now is that you're not learning on your own how to do this, right? So what I suggest is, um, you know, I suggest you to type it up yourself, right? Instead of copy and pasting, at least at first, for you to get used to it, and then because then when you get used to it, then you can copy and paste stuff and get the information and know the information is correct, right? Because this is the thing, um, the what happens most times, the computer is getting metadata from the article or from the website, right? To compile to create this citation for you, like the one that you're copy and pasting from online, or the one that you're getting from BibWorks or whatever it is that you work in, guys used to say. But however, you don't know if that's right or not because you're just copy and pasting it, right? So you need to learn how to do this, right? So again, I'm going to talk about journal articles specifically because that's the one that we're going to do a lot in these annotated worksheets, right? So for journal articles, this is for the citation, for the bibliographic citation, Chicago author date specifically. There are different kinds of citation formats and styles, and you can do whatever you want to prefer, but make sure that you learn what they are, right? So so here's the basic reference list item, how it looks, right? Um, I'm just kind of reading this real quick here. All right, so here's how it works: last name, first name for the first person, right? So the last name, first name for the first author. If there's more than one author, of course, right? Then first name, last name for the second, third, and fourth authors, right? Then period. Then the year. Then another period. Then the title of the article, right? In this case here, expanding college access in Taiwan, 1978 to 2014, effects on graduate quality, on income inequality. And then in italics, the journal article, the name of the journal, the academic journal that you're using it, then the issue number and the volume number, and those vary quite a bit. Then semicolon, then the page number, right? You don't have to put the DOI or the website. If it is available, you do that, but you don't need to. But again, ideally DOI. But if you don't know that, or if you're confused, you can take that out. Now, again, if you copy and paste in this, you may not even realize what's going on wrong here, because you may just be looking at it, and not thinking about it. But there's always a sequence has to be last name, first name. So the name of the authors, the year, the title of the article, the title of the journal that the article is coming from, then the information about that, right? So this is all a structure that we use for every single thing that you're doing, right? And this is for you to kind of show the reader that's reading your article that you know where your information came from, and that the information is reliable, right? It's coming from an academic article, right? Now, this is for the reference list for the bibliography, which is on the annotated worksheet. I'm asking you to do the very first thing. Now for in-text citation, I'm going to give an example on the next page too, right? And but the basic format is last name, just last name, again, just last name, no first name. So last name for everybody who is in it, year, comma, page number, right? And something that a lot of you forget is to put the page number, right? If of course if there's no page number, you don't put any page number. Oh, hey. Yeah, you will go and see Mama. Yeah, I'm not gonna re-record this, guys. So you're gonna hear my child. I'm recording this at 5 in the morning, so I'm not gonna redo this. So yeah, and then so make sure that you have the page number always, right? I'm gonna give you the link for the site that has this information, so you'll be able to do this. Take a look at this on your own. I just want to give you kind of a general idea for the annotated worksheet. All right, so here's a quick example of correct in-text citation, and then some of the most common incorrect ones, and to help you kind of understand what I mean by this. Sometimes I tell you this on the assignment, and of course I'm just telling you, here's, go fix this, but if you don't know how to fix it, it gets a little tricky, right? So again, so here's an example of a correct citation. You put, the whole sentence is in quotation marks. Then you create a parenthesis with last name, year, comma, page number, right? That's it. Then a period, and that's the correct way of doing it, right? And this, this is for Chicago author date specifically, but this tends to work across for MLA, for APA, for different styles as well, right? Here's some of the most common incorrect ones that I see quite a bit. First one is when you put two periods on a citation. So you put a period when the citation ends, then you give me the proper citation formatting in parentheses, and then you put another period. So you don't need this period. This period doesn't need to be here, all right? So the second one is when you put only one period, but you put that before the citation. So the period should go right here, right? And then you need to delete this period over here, right? And then another one is when you put more information that you need, here. So here I have Pedro dos Santos, so it's the full author's name. Sometimes people put the title of the paper, the title of the book here, so you just need to kind of do that, right? So this is the example of the correct way of doing Chicago author date, right? I'm okay with you doing other styles if you are more familiar with those styles, but in political science, you're gonna see this a lot. So it's better for you as a major to practice and learn Chicago author date specifically, right? Some of us also use Chicago bibliography, which is a little different, it's with footnotes, but in general, the idea kind of is the same. In general, I'm looking for consistency, right, and for an accepted citation style. Again, which means you may have to learn a citation style, and this may have to happen outside of class, right? Which really means like as you're doing exercises, and that's the main point why I am kind of like a stickler for this, and I'm especially a stickler for this in low-stake assignments when you can go back and redo it for me, so you can see where you're doing wrong and try to do it right? So again, this may sound annoying, and it kind of is, right? But hey, guess what? So is life, right? You have to follow rules to make sense for everybody, and that's one of the rules that makes sense for us who write these things. So we want to make sure that you are practicing this correctly throughout the semester, throughout your academic career. Actually, I'm going to also share you a link to the website, the Chicago Author Date. Purdue OWL is a good source too. I'll share a link of that as well on Canvas. But again, the key here is this. The key here is that you cannot just take what the computer gives you for granted. You always have to double check it to make sure the information from the text from the computer is the correct one. To know what is the correct one, you need to know what it looks like. So make sure to kind of practice that. And that's why we'll do this after the readings with a bibliography entry, so you can practice doing this correctly, so we can keep getting better at this. So then this becomes second nature as you keep going. All right, we'll see you all in class.